if you had any trepidations at all about Thrag or Lee Pace or his everything about him this season, that has all been put to rest. Those have to be gone after this most recent episode. Like, this is a top 3 episode, probably in the whole series for me, and let me just tell you, it is not 3. This was outstanding. Easily the best episode of the season, and a lot happened. We go to Viltrum, we take out Thrag, Theta says, and that's it. The Viltrumites will be leaderless. And as they're on their way there in the ship, Nolan has trepidations because he knows how powerful Thrag is, how much of a threat he is. They tell Oliver, hey, Oliver, don't do Oliver's shit. Don't go over there trying to 1v1 him because you're going to get clapped. And just know, it's coming for you in this episode too. And as they arrive there, like, we'll sneak in past the sensors. They go in through the giant, like, rings that are made of all the Viltrumites that have passed through the years, throughout the Scourge virus, everything. They go there and just, it's an ambush. All the Viltrumites are there waiting for them, and Thrag is there, and he just sits back and watches us. All the other Viltrumites go and they start fighting the Coalition, and it's a great battle scene. We got Battle Beast going after one. He's getting sliced. He just saying more, and that was me this episode. I was saying more of this fighting. We got Nolan versus Anissa, Thetis laying waste to Krieg. So many great fights. I love all the 1v1s, and I love how Thrag just sat back and watched all of it. Goes after Thrag 1v1. Oliver doing Oliver things, and he gets clapped, backhanded the fuck out of, arm ripped off. Nolan sees this. He goes after him too. That just does not end well for Nolan. Thrag punches Nolan with the power of God. He punches Nolan. He turns Nolan into a comet flying down towards the planet Viltrum. Nolan just crashes there. Conversation after Nolan has crash landed onto Viltrum. He's like, the Coalition is going to win, Thrag. You are not going to win. We're going to kill you. I don't care if Thetis is the betrayer. I'm not going to let him harm my sons, and you're not going to do the same. And that's where Thrag's like, fine, it's time for me to show you your place in the hierarchy as well. He rears back with the power of God. Like, the laws of physics stop working because of the amount of fury when he rears back and just punches Nolan, uppercuts Nolan into the atmosphere. Nolan is now turned into a ballistic missile just flying into the air. He just like easily insane the amount of power that he hit him with. This is happening. He said that they're just like losing too. So he tells everyone, with me, him, Thetis, Mark, and Space Racer all fly towards Viltrum. Space Racer fires off his gun, destroys Viltrum, obliterates the whole planet. Planet explodes. It's a wonderful shot scene too. As they fly, they follow Space Racer's bullet right through the planet until it explodes. And that's where my guy Thrag really loses it and lets loose. But he realizes, no. And Thetis is like, we destroyed your planet, Viltrumites. Now join us, stop, or choose death. And that's where Thrag just comes from the rubble and says, I choose death. And in the blink of an eye, flies there, grabs Thetis, and rips his head off. He kills Thetis there, and everyone is stunned. And that's where he starts going to work on everyone. Mark's like, I killed Conquest, I'll kill you. And Thrag just says, let's see what you got. Just chuckles. And Mark charges at him. That's where he headbutts him, and that's where we get that great demon shot happening. And Thrag's just unfazed. I'm unimpressed. Punches Mark. Mark is stunned by that one punch, and he's going after Mark. Nolan tries to intervene. He goes after Thrag again, and that's where Thrag's like, take my time with you. I should have done the same thing with Thetis, and starts laying into Nolan. Mark tries to intervene, gets cracked again, and that's where Thrag's like, enough. Whoosh! Right through Nolan. I was stunned. I was like, did he just kill Nolan? Did that just happen? I could not believe it. And that's where Mark is stunned, goes after him again, and again, Thrag is just too much. Again, shows his power and starts squeezing Mark's head. I was like, oh no, are we getting like the head popping scene? Like, what's about to happen? And then he looks at his shattered, destroyed planet. And that's where he kind of gives Mark mercy, because that's the cool thing about Thrag. He's nuanced. He's like, no more Viltrumites need to die today. And at Krieg's request, Krieg's like, kill him. And he's like, no. Lets him go, and then they go off. Mark eventually, him and Nolan just float through space. Like, Mark thinks Nolan's dead. I'm like, Nolan's dead too. And they float through space. They're eventually picked up by Alan and all of them on the ship, and they're stunned because they're like, oh no. Eventually, we get a fast forward jump a couple of weeks because Mark eventually wakes up. He's like, my dad, Oliver, are they okay? And that's when they show him. Oliver's in like pretty much like a bathtub tank from Star Wars, just recuperating now because he got cracked. Nolan is put back together, and he's like, we lost. Where they headed? Alan's like, I don't know. They're just gone. We don't know where they went. And that's where Mark has this scary sudden realization. They're going to Earth. Bang. Cut to black. What a great episode.